Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. So we got some information just breaking from the House Oversight Committee, which will probably result in absolutely nothing. We'll probably get a hearing, maybe somebody talking mean, maybe even a nasty letter. I mean, it is possible. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Maybe possible for a nasty letter. But other than that, we're probably not going to get shit out of this. Hey, Fiery, what's up, buddy? Zero, hello. Neo, good to see you. And Digger, what's up? But the House GOP is kind of spamming their own Twitter and talking about this pretty heavy. So, I'm gonna let Representative James Comer, not ex-Comer, James Comer. What's up, Comer? What's up, Jason? Explain it to you. So.
Joe Biden claimed there was an absolute wall between his official government duties and his family's influence peddling schemes. This was a lie. President Joe Biden claimed his family didn't receive money from China. This was a lie. President Joe Biden claimed he never spoke to his son, Hunter Biden, about the Biden's family's shady business dealings. This was a lie. Now, Hunter Biden's legal team and the White House's media allies claim Hunter's corporate entities never made payments directly to Joe Biden. We can officially add this latest talking point to the list of lies. Today, the House Oversight Committee is releasing subpoenaed bank records that show Hunter Biden's business entity, Owasco PC, made direct monthly payments to Joe Biden. This wasn't a payment from Hunter Biden's personal account, but an account for his corporation that received payments from China and other shady corners of the world. At this moment, Hunter Biden is under an investigation by the Department of Justice for using Owasco PC for tax evasion and other serious crimes. And based on whistleblower testimony, we know the Justice Department made a concerted effort to prevent investigators from asking questions about Joe Biden. I wonder why. The more we learn, it appears the Justice Department was trying to cover up for the Bidens until brave IRS whistleblowers came forward and a federal judge rejected the sweetheart plea deal. Payments from Hunter's business entity to Joe Biden are now part of a pattern revealing Joe Biden knew about, participated in, and benefited from his family's influence peddling schemes. When Joe Biden was vice president, he spoke by phone, attended dinners, and had coffee with his son's foreign business associates. He allowed his son to catch a ride on Air Force Two at least a dozen times to sell the Biden brand around the world. Hunter Biden requested office keys to be made for his office mate, Joe Biden, in space he planned to share with a Chinese energy company. We've revealed how Joe Biden received checks from his family that were funded by the Biden's influence peddling schemes with China, no less. The House Oversight Committee continues to investigate Joe Biden's involvement in his family's domestic and international business schemes at a rapid pace. We will continue to uncover the facts and provide transparency about the findings of our investigation. President Biden and his family must be held accountable for this blatant corruption. The American people expect no less.
We do expect no less. Do we think we're actually going to get no less? No. We'll get a bunch of words back and forth. They'll cover everything up. Everything will be fine. They'll threaten to impeach him and mysteriously won't get the votes. And we've been through this song and dance before. I mean, hell, they might even go through an impeachment proceeding. They might actually remove him from office because they want to get rid of him anyway. So a couple things. So, breaking House Oversight Committee releases bank subpoena records that show Hunter Biden's business entity, Owasco PC, made direct monthly payments to Joe Biden, former Vice President Joseph Robinette Biden. Former Vice President, this guy.
Nazi fags.
No way they lied and the Justice Department covered it up. LBJ and the Secret Service had JFK killed. Wait, we already knew all this. Why are they acting like this with brand new info? I don't know. This wasn't a payment from Hunter Biden's personal account, but an account for his corporation that received payments from China and other shady corners of the world. Payments for Hunter Biden's business entity to Joe Biden are now part of the pattern revealing Joe Biden knew about, participated in, and benefited from his family influence peddling schemes. At this moment, Biden's under investigation. Blah blah blah. So, anyways, so that's kind of what's going on. The House GOP is on like a nostalgia track to try and sorry, I was reading something Jason just sent me. Shit, was that yesterday? Damn. Huh. That's interesting. Now I lost where I was at. Damn you, Jason. All right, so now they're on a nostalgia train trying to show all the times that Biden said he didn't work with his son, probably to, rile up the base.
There is no evidence, none whatsoever, and I don't care how much they say otherwise. I have looked at it. There is no direct evidence that President Biden was involved in any way, shape, or form in Hunter Biden's business dealings. There is no evidence.
Does anybody believe this fucktard at all? Like, if... I don't know. I just don't believe this guy at all. At all. Not even remotely. So here's another one during the debate. Another instance of former Vice President Joseph Robinette Biden saying his son had nothing to do with it.
I have not taken a penny from any foreign source ever in my life. I have not taken a penny from any foreign source ever in my life.
I don't believe him. And here's everyone's favorite stunning and brave press secretary talking about it too.
Curious if the White House and the president still stand behind his comment that he's never been involved and has never even spoken to his son about his business.
So I've been asked this question a million times. The answer is not going to change. The answer remains the same. The president was never in business with his son. I just don't have anything else to add.
Curious if the White House and the president
never in business with his son. Well, now we know that's bullshit. I mean, we knew that was bullshit, but now we absolutely know that's bullshit. So, over at Daily Caller, Hunter Biden said direct monthly payments to Joe Biden from bank account for Chinese money. Comer reveals. Hunter Biden sent his father, President Joe Biden, former Vice President Joseph Robinette Biden, monthly payments from his bank account he used to receive money from Chinese business associates, new release bank records show. House Oversight Committee James Comer shared a video on Monday on Twitter revealing redacted bank account records containing direct payments to Joe Biden from Hunter Biden's Owasco PC bank account. We just heard him say all that, so I'm not going to read it again. Do we not own in our arsenal scanning software that's halfway worth of shit? Or is it just me? Because stop it. This is what they scanned in, and you wonder if it's almost intentionally done like this. But it's a new bank account. I can't even read that. Blah blah blah. Like this is what was scanned into the official record. Now there's certainly a check from Joey. And then this is really helpful. I love when they just black out everything, when they redact absolutely everything. This is probably the worst or the best. This is probably the best result we have is just these big black squares. That gives us so much evidence. I'm so glad we have this information. But it did come from Owasco PC. I'd like to see the other 22 pages. There's probably all kinds of good fucking gems in there, but and we see a cash and sweep balance and an amount. So I take it that's a transaction because it's too high in the line to be something else. So I think what we're supposed to glean from that is it's a transaction to the former vice president. But so take it for what you will. I can't read any of this because apparently the scanners in the White House are horseshit. But anyways, hey Jenny. Rematch the debate between Orange Man Bad and Sleepy Pie Dumb. Yeah. Not directly. Who is he? The guy that I said I don't trust. He was the attorney for the Trump impeachment. He was the guy that was hella dramatic and then, of course, got a congressional seat. I assume that's who you're talking about. Nope. Well, they didn't feel like they had to hide anything because the rules don't apply to them. So, a lot of pizza and hot dogs. Mimeograph machines were replaced in the 80s. That first copy is just dumb. A fuck ton of pizza. What's up, Fast? We're just learning our president's a traitor and sold out to China. Nothing, no big deal. The payment released by the Oversight Committee appears to be a $1,380 expense, the same amount as Hunter Biden owed his father for reimbursements related to a Ford Raptor truck. According to an email from his abandoned laptop archive, first reported by the Washington Examiner, Hunter Biden's Ford Raptor appeared to be insured by Joe Biden. According to the New York Post, report of Hunter Biden's bills based on a laptop archive. Oh, so they're still using that laptop that they stole and threatened his life for? That's not good. It's not good. Comer subpoenaed Hunter Biden and his uncle James Biden's personal and business records late September after the first impeachment inquiry hearing for President Biden. He released bank records November 1st showing how funds originated in China, resulted in a $40,000 check to Joe Biden in September 2017. Biden White House sends Democrat fresh impeachment inquiry talking point. Oh, that's cute. Well, open. A Chinese firm sent $5 million to Hunter Biden's firm Hudson West III in August 2017. Shortly after he established a business entity with a Chinese business associate, Hunter Biden proceeded to wire $400,000 to his Owasco PC account and over $130,000 to another one of his corporate accounts, according to the bank record. Next, Hunter Biden provided $150,000 to the Lion Hall Group, James Biden, and his wife Sarah Biden's business account. James Biden and Sarah Biden put $50,000 into their personal account and sent a $40,000 check to Joe Biden, the bank records show. It is absolutely just confirmation, but it's good to see the documents. You know, the check to Joe Biden is classified as a loan repayment, and the White House has said repeatedly the check was for the purpose of paying off a loan. A bank investigator later flagged the money sent to Hudson West III and redirected to Owasco PC. According to the email Comer disclosed on November 29, Hunter Biden made just under $1 million from Hudson West III arrangement in 2017. So just for existing and doing shady business with the Chinese government, he just made $1 million. Like, I really wish that I could make $1 million a year for selling my country to the Chinese government, allegedly. According to his failed guilty plea deal with the Department of Justice for 2 tax misdemeanors, he admitted in court to making money from the Hudson West III arrangement and direct payments from Chinese infrastructure company CEFC before his plea deal imploded. Special Counsel David Weiss continues to scrutinize Biden's taxes and reportedly subpoenaed James Biden with the assistance from the California grand jury. There's Hunter, Joe, and Dr. Jill. I got it right. Comer subpoenaed Hunter Biden and James Biden in November to have them appear before the House Oversight Committee for closed-door depositions. Yeah, everything's on the up and up when they're doing it behind closed doors. James Biden signaled his cooperation with the Oversight Committee's subpoena, Comer said in November. Abe D. Lowell, Hunter Biden's defense attorney, countered with an offer for Hunter Biden to skip the deposition and testify publicly instead. Comer rejected Lowell's offer and demanded Hunter Biden appear for the depositions before he testifies in a public setting. If that doesn't tell you they don't want information getting out because they're all crooked as shit, then nothing ever will. Comer is seeking depositions for multiple former business associates of Hunter Biden, including Rob Walker, who we heard about during the last election, a business associate who received and distributed $3 million of payments from Chinese business associates, according to bank records released in March. Over a period of 3 months in spring 2017, Walker wired incremental payments to Owasco PC and other Biden family bank accounts, the documents show. Walker told the FBI Joe Biden met with his son, Chinese business associates, at least once after his vice presidency concluded, according to the transcript of Walker's December 2020 interview with federal agents. Ahead of the 2020 presidential election, Joe Biden falsely stated his son never received money from China. There's not a single financial transaction between President Biden and his son related to or involving any of Hunter Biden's business ventures or prior private commercial dealings. Say that 4 times fast. Hunter Biden's legal team said in a recent memo, according to the Washington Post. Hunter Biden's business transactions were legitimate and well documented in written agreements and transactions legally tracked in his business's bank statement. Apparently not. Comer House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan and House Ways and Means Chairman Jason Smith are leading the impeachment inquiry into President Biden. So far, investigators have uncovered more than $24 million received by the Biden family and its business associates from foreign sources over a 5-year period. House Republicans are weighing a floor vote on the impeachment inquiry to expand the scope. Yeah. So what do I think of this? So I think that he was tipped off because now we're going to read this Ian Sams memo. So, interested party debunking House Republicans' false allegations of obstruction and stonewalling. So this is the memo, the aforementioned memo that was sent out. That was talking about what the hell? This is the one that was talking about how they should deal with it. So extreme. They should have said MAGA House Republicans. They missed a real opportunity here. Extreme MAGA. I'm going to put it in for them. Extreme MAGA House Republicans have spent the entire year investigating President Biden, and over again, they've failed to turn up any evidence of wrongdoing. In fact, their own witnesses and documents have time after time debunked their false allegations. Faced with this level of failure theater, the same extreme MAGA House Republicans now appear to be trying to invent claims of obstruction and stonewalling to rationalize their illegitimate so-called impeachment inquiry. Some MAGA House Republicans are even leaning on these false claims as a predicate to vote to formally authorize such an inquiry. The problem, claims of obstruction and stonewalling, are easily refuted by the facts. Those House Republicans, extreme MAGA House Republicans, don't have to simply take our word for it. They should just listen to comments from their own colleagues, such as Oversight Chair James Comer, who has bragged on TV that he's received 100% of what he requested and even said, "We're in the downhill phase of this investigation now because we have so many documents." As Washington Post reported this week, so far, the Biden administration has largely cooperated with the House GOP various oversight efforts. As House Republicans gathered today from a policy conference to be updated on this failing fishing expedition, let's take a closer look at the mountain of information they received in their year-long fishing expedition. Exactly. There's never anything to see. Yeah, but they won't. We know they won't. Let's not get too I mean, we can get kind of excited about it and hope, but let's not get too far over. So their investigation of the president, House Republicans have had access to more than 35,000 pages of private financial records, more than 2,000 pages of Treasury Department financial reports, at least 36 hours of witness interviews and testimony, including from the Justice Department Special Counsel David Weiss. The first time a special counsel has testified during an ongoing investigation. Attorney General Merrick Garland, liar. FBI Director Chris Wray, liar. 3 FBI agents, likely liars, allegedly. 2 U.S. attorneys, definitely liars. 2 the head of the DOJ tax division, probably. 2 IRS supervisory officials, the National Archives General Counsel, and multiple private individuals, including former business associates of Hunter Biden. Thousands of vice presidential era records released by the National Archives. You just didn't go get them from his Corvette. That probably would have been easier for you guys, but they were right next to it. Right next to it. What's up, Patrick? Documents including highly sensitive materials rarely provided to Congress and witnesses, including nonpartisan law enforcement officials involved in an ongoing investigation from FBI, DOJ, Treasury, IRS, National Archives, and private individuals. Senate Republicans' material in their 2020 investigation of the same issues includes at least 36,000 pages of documents, at least 50 hours of witness interviews, including now Secretary of State Antony Blinken and other officials. House Republicans have even refused offers to cooperate. For months, the White House has sent letters back to Comer and the Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, offering to meet and talk further about their informational needs. Yet Comer and Jordan have repeatedly refused to engage. Additionally, some House Republicans, MAGA extreme House Republicans, this week have pointed to a notable offer for public testimony by the president's son, Hunter, as somehow an example of stonewalling. That is despite the fact that Comer previously stated that witnesses can do depositions or hearings, whichever they choose, and multiple leading Republicans in Congress, including senior members of the House GOP leadership, have already professed their support for this public testimony. Do it in public. I want to see it. Not finding what they hope to uncover is not evidence of obstruction. Clearly, there's been no stonewalling despite the significant volume of material. House Republicans have just failed to turn up any evidence of wrongdoing by President Biden, but plenty of evidence debunking their claims. $24 million, 5 years. The impeachment stunt is illegitimate, based on nothing, and shows that extreme House Republicans are willing to stop at nothing to spear the president despite failing to have the facts on their side. I don't know. They seem like they have a couple facts. I haven't seen it. I can't read the damn papers, so I can't admit to knowing anything. That seems like they might have a fact or two. Why does that say it's starting at 46 seconds? That's weird. Hang on, I'm having technical difficulties. Hell yeah, getting started early. All right. Let's try and watch this on X. Okay, so this is from the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. And here we go. I don't like how they made like these distress signs, like this is some fucking political exercise. This should be a serious and solemn duty, as it's stated in the Constitution. And it seems like they're trying to fucking sell T-shirts or something. And I'm truly not cool with that from either side. I think it's a terrible way to do it. But we'll listen to what Rep. Johnson has to say about all this.
Thank you all for being here. These are serious times, and this is a very serious matter. And I've said many times over the last few years, because impeachment has been an issue that we've all become all too familiar with, that next to the declaration of war,
I wish they'd all do something serious.
Maybe the heaviest power that Congress holds. That constitutional responsibility lies with the House. We have a duty to pursue the facts where they lead. John Adams famously said, facts are stubborn things, and you heard a recitation of that here this morning. These facts are alarming. They're alarming to the American people. They are alarming to us. And so while we take no pleasure in the proceedings here, we have a responsibility to do it. We're very proud of the work of these three chairmen that you've seen here, Chairman Comer and Jordan and Smith. They've done an exceptional job in uncovering the obvious corruption. And you've heard it here summarized this morning very succinctly. President Biden and the Biden family. We owe it to the American people to continue this process, but to do it methodically and transparently. Many of you know I'm a lawyer, I'm a constitutional law attorney. I served on President Trump's impeachment defense team twice. And we lamented openly and we decried how the Democrats politicized that process. They were brazenly political and how they brought those meritless impeachment charges against the president. What you're seeing here, is exactly the opposite. We are the rule of law team. The Republican Party stands for the rule of law. And the people in charge of this are doing this thoroughly, carefully, methodically. They're investigating and gathering all the facts. And to do this appropriately and to do it in a manner that upholds our constitutional responsibility.
Oh God, it would have been disgusting.
Requires time. It requires a sound process. You don't rush something like this. You can't if you're going to have fidelity to the Constitution. These chairmen are committed to proceeding in that manner. And that's what you're seeing. We've heard from whistleblowers, Biden business associates, legal experts, and now we have reached the point in the investigation that we need to hear from a handful of really key witnesses in this. The chairmen have issued a few dozen subpoenas, and we expect that those are to be complied with in an expeditious manner. We're not prejudging this. We will follow the facts wherever they lead. Again, that's our constitutional duty. And I fully support our chairman and their efforts, and we'll have a lot more to share on this in the days ahead. We'll take a few questions if you want to do that. Manu.
All right. So that's kind of what we have right now. I dropped my Twitter or X link in the chat because apparently, because I've been streaming to X in large part. So apparently, the only thing I'm missing on is I'm like 300 followers short on Twitter to become monetized on Twitter. Because Shenny brought it up and then I had to look into it. So if you're on X, Twitter, the X Twitter, go give me a subscribe. It's just another backup opportunity if for whatever reason I get kicked off the screw tubes, then it gives us another opportunity, and it gives me another way to connect with y'all. So but yeah, I will keep an eye on this, and I'm very hopeful that we actually have a hearing and they actually take it seriously and there's something that actually happens because of this, because that'd be incredible, and I'd really appreciate some accountability and something actually happening to this absolute criminal. But yeah, I'll keep my eye on it, and if anything else breaks, I will happily let y'all know. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me, and I will catch everybody tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, for continuation of the Matt Moore trial with special guest Matt Moore himself. He'll be there tonight. So, all right, y'all. I'll catch you later. Have a great day.